Hey guys, Romie here. Please like, comment, subscribe. This is my review for Scandal Season 7, Episode 4, Lost Girls. So Fitz is back. He ambushes her. Well, catches her off guard. And Price goes, because I guess that's what his last name is. We really don't care. He's like, hey, oh, Mr. President, former Mr. President, whatever. Okay, I'm leaving. And Olivia had that look of, you little punk. So now Olivia's talking to Fitz, and she's trying to figure out, why are you back? Why are you here? He's like, I need your help. You know, help with what? With my initiatives that are going on right now. What initiatives? Well, look, that whole little meet-up and conversation was funny to me because Olivia was caught off guard. She was pissed. She's like, what are you doing here? You're just trying to mess things up for me. Why don't you go and talk to your wife? Yeah, save the girls, save our daughters, whatever. Now, Millie's talking to, what's his name? President Rashad. And they're going over this peace treaty because they're supposed to work together to bring his country's enemy to the table so that they can do this whole nuclear summit. Now, because his country's Bashran, I believe, Olivia interrupts, and so Olivia has a look of what are you doing here? Millie's like, excuse me, I'm not doing anything here that's going to compromise my position. Olivia's looking like, yeah, you a lie. Millie's irritated because she's thinking, hello, I know. She's like, look at him. Look at him. I'm not going to do anything. I promise, Olivia. I promise, Olivia. I'm not going to do anything. I know what's at risk. I'm thinking, yeah, you know it's at risk, but what about between them thighs? What about in between them thighs? You already told us that you felt a little certain way. Let's see how my sis. Now, the thing is, Cyrus is talking to his assistant, and the assistant's like, look, you can't keep this painting. You can only keep up to maybe $20 as a gift, but you can't do anything else. He's over it because he's like, ugh. And she's also letting him know, this dude probably likes you. This dude probably likes you because she gets coffee from this guy, and the guy always wants to give her free stuff. She doesn't take it because she knows it's an invitation. You're taking this as inviting something. Cyrus is like, oh, shut up. Now, remember, the whole initiative that QPA is doing right now is essentially save our daughters, bring our daughters, save our girls. They're in the DC area. They're looking at all these, predominantly black young girls who go missing. So they're trying to figure out who's going to be the face of the organization. And it's pretty messed up the way that they have to do it. Olivia talks to Jake because Jake, yes, Jake is still there. Jake is trying to figure out, we need more manpower. We need to be able to go and make sure that our organization really prospers. Quinn, again, they're going through the motions of who can they choose. They need to choose essentially someone who's a good girl. Someone who's a good girl across the board. Great grades, never had any type. See, that's the messed up part. They have to create a poster child for a minority girl to show that all these other girls need help, and they need to choose the best one, the one that has never gotten in trouble, one that has a culturally neutral name, attractive mom. It's all this messed up stuff you have to think about. And Marcus is the one that's telling them, this is how the world really works. Don't get it twisted. For whatever reason, Fitz is talking to Papa Pope. And when I say for whatever reason, I know why. Papa Pope is playing these mental games. He's trying to go and convince Fitz that, look, you need to go and stop my daughter because my daughter is making sure that she goes and runs B613. You can't trust her. She's like, no, there's checks and balances. No, you are the only checks and balance when it comes to Olivia Pope. You are her only weakness. Not me, not herself, you. That's why I chose you. That's the only reason why I even talked to you. That's why you are back in my presence. I was thinking, oh my God, shh. Papa Pope, I don't want to deal with that tonight. So they finally land on the girl and her mom, and that's who's going to be the poster child. But that's only going to be phase 1. Side note, How to Get Away with Murder is really getting on my nerves. Anyway, Cyrus goes and meets up with the man who gave him the painting. Remember that he's the, rich gay guy who wanted to be a politician, but he did it in a really snarky way, and so Cyrus is over it. I joined Netflix, guys. I know I'm all over the place, but I joined Netflix. So, Jesus help me. Anyway, Cyrus is talking to Rich Dude. He has this whole game room set up, and he actually has the virtual reality full get up. He has the goggles. He has the sensors, so he's really immersed. Cyrus is saying, I'm sorry, I can't give you the painting. I mean, I have to give you the painting back. It's like, oh, okay. And the dude definitely looked disappointed, but the olive branch was, why don't you go and, play a couple little games with me? Come on, you can learn. And they have a great time. And Cyrus is definitely like, you know what? I thought you were a little bit different. And the guy was like, you know what? And you can tell he's really cozying up to Cyrus and even kind of touching the back of his neck. And so that's when we know the guy 100% is interested in Cyrus. Cyrus figures it out. So he's just like, let me slide on out of here. I really got to go. But yeah. So you can come and pick up your painting and set up in the delivery and all of that. Thank you. Thank you. Anyway, we're back at OPA. And at OPA... But side note, I call the White House OPA just so that you guys know. That's what I'm calling the White House. Marcus comes over. Marcus comes over because he wants to talk to Melly. And Melly, Olivia says, look, you could talk to Melly yourself. I mean, you were her ex. You can set that up yourself. Marcus, but she's in the meeting. She's going to be in meetings forever. So that's not going to happen anyway. Olivia's really giving him the cold shoulder. And he's like, what about the Save Our Girls campaign? Really? You're trying to distract me from something, and you're trying to use that as an excuse so that he can get close to me. Yeah, no, I'll help her out. I'll figure that out. All right, you can go. And she said, how's Vermont? Marcus said, cold. White. And so then she was like, no, not Vermont. How's Fitz? Marcus said, cold. White. So then they had a laugh about that. And he was just like, all right, he misses you. Of course, he wants to be around you, but he really cares about this initiative. So maybe you can just go and help them out. So that gets Olivia to actually go back to QPA and look at all the pictures of the girls and kind of remember that, hello, this is your true calling. Everyone comes in, they're like, how did she get there? I was like, well, Marcus took the credit for, yep, this is me. Olivia comes in, does her magic, says, again, the girl that they have to choose, they have to go and market market. The only way to market the girl is to show that she has a family. Oh, this girl with the mother, perfect. Optics, perfect. So while Olivia's leaving for a job well done, here comes Fitz, and Olivia just has a look up, hey, what's good? Fitz is happy to see her there. Happy, it's like old times, right? Like, yeah, old times. Well, why don't we go and have dinner? And they're like, oh, yeah, well, I guess a little bit later. Melly's having to do this whole summit thing, and it's not going so well because their adversary, he doesn't respect Melly. He doesn't respect the fact that Melly's been cooperating with the president of Pastram behind closed doors and also doing this big, courting of sorts. So he's just like, you know what? I don't, at least your husband had the decency to look me in the eyes when he was screwing me over. And that's when Rashad was like, nope, we're not doing this. Melly said, no, let's take a breather. Olivia the whole time was just looking at me like, oh, you're losing it. I thought you're losing it out there. Then when they had private time, Olivia and Melly, Olivia told Melly, look, if you actually want to get this under control, this man does not trust you. This man does not trust you. Why would he? You're cozy with the enemy, with his enemy. So why would he go and join sides with you? Because he doesn't feel like you're truly impartial. Get it together. Come on now. Now they brought the lost girl's mother there and to QPA, and Marcus is just saying, look, we're going to be here to help you out, to back you up. Fitz is also there as well. Like, we're here to fight with you. The mother said, I've been fighting since the beginning. Where were you? We fast forward to Price. That's the guy that Olivia's sleeping with. Price's TV show. The mother's talking about her daughter and saying how, there's things that she actually knows that she cares about. So why would she be missing? She didn't just run away from home. She would still make it for this or that. And then the narrative switches over to how, these black girls, these young girls of color, how the media doesn't really focus on them. And Price thought that he was going to go and turn it on Fitz and say, it's interesting because this was an issue while you were president. So how are you saying that you want to pay attention and that you care now? Fitz said, look, I was ignorant. I thought that, everyone was doing their jobs. And the thing is, with the media not really putting the effort, it's like you're saying, oh, this is the media's fault. Yes, it's the media's fault for not putting the same amount of attention, just like everyone else, attention on these, these minorities, these young girls who are minorities versus, Sally Q. It just makes no sense. Olivia, she's watching all of this like, what the heck is going on here? Because Fitz then says, oh yeah, I'm actually staying. That was the other thing, because Price said, well, how are you really going to handle this while you're in Vermont? Fitz said, you're right, I can't. So that's why I'm staying. Olivia took that drink. You know who else is drinking? Melly and her little President Boo thing. They're drinking, they're having a nice time. She gave him her really, moonshine, nasty, clear drink, and he was just like, I think I need one more for the road. But again, they have a lot of chemistry just naturally, and I'm like, dang, I kind of wish Melly had someone like him sooner. Dang it. Oh well. But they realize, whoa, things are going too fast. They're doing too much. And I think Melly also realized that there's a true conflict of interest. And so if they're having this issue right now, imagine how the person they're trying to bring in with the nuclear summit feels with seeing them together, essentially united, even if they're not physically on the same side of the table. Now, Melly wants to go and just have a girl chat with Cyrus. She notices a painting and said, oh, you're trying to do, oh, that's the real deal. Oh, but that costs and he gave you what? Oh, okay, tell me. And so Cyrus went on this whole tangent of how essentially he's too good. Cyrus feels he's too good for Mr. F, because I don't know his name. I think it starts with an F. With Mr. F, and how he's just like, he saw a previous husband. Look at that versus, I'm thinking, Cyrus, that man was paid. That man was paid and then blackmailed to be married to you, to stay married to you. So what are you actually talking about? I mean, Cyrus, don't do that now. Don't do that now. Miley wanted to go, and she finally admitted to Cyrus that she feels a certain way about President Rashad, and that she just has goosebumps, but she knows she can't do anything about it. It's just so hard, it's so wrong, and she just has all this access. People do everything she says, and because of that, she feels like, maybe if I just break this rule and do this, it won't be that bad. But then she has to stop herself. She doesn't want to be like the other men that just went power crazy and did anything they wanted to. And I respect that. And it is messed up. She's held to a different standard. But hey, that's how it is for now. Now Olivia goes and meets up with Papa Pope. Like, all right, I'm not stupid. It's all convenient how Fitz magically materializes out of the primordial ooze from Vermont back here to DC, and I'm just trying to figure out, why is it he's here? You brought him here so that you can go and... Wait, am I jumping ahead? I think I'm jumping ahead. Oh, alright, Olivia wanted advice. She wanted advice from her father about essentially how to deal with B613, how to have a relationship, because, have a relationship and run the organization. She was saying, you're so good at lying. I believed everything that you said. He said, because I believed everything that I said. Here's how this really goes. Why would I give you dating advice for Fitz? Because he's back in town, he's going to be staying in town? You actually think I'm going to go and give you advice for the men that I loathe? For the men that I despise? Guess what, Olivia? You chose this path. And now you have to take it. Ergo, you can't have it all. Just like you thought you could, you can't, because there's a clear conflict of interest. Something will always come up that'll mess up your prospects for love and happiness. And I'm not sorry. That's just how it is. Get over it. I said, rude. Anyway, now we're back at part 2 for the summit, and Melly changes up tactics, acknowledges the fact that, yes, I did go and commiserate with him in the sense where we talked about deals, pulling out of, nuclear weapons and all of that. But I want to make sure that you know that I did that because he gave up some stuff so that we could all be at this table today. The whole original courting him of sorts was to eventually get you here. He really does want to change things. He really does. And so the guy was like, oh, you know what? If we can agree that our own people can go and check on each other's nuclear stuff and make sure that nothing's active, then maybe we have a deal. Once we think something finally materializes, the usual happens. Everyone comes in. They take the Bashrani, well, I guess ex-president, because there was a huge revolt. And it kind of irked me that Quinn and Associates more so cared about, oh my gosh, the coverage for, save our daughters, save our girls, our lost girls. It's all this war. It's just so inconvenient. I'm thinking, really? That's why one of the reasons why the rest of the world doesn't like America. Anyway, all of it matters. All of it matters, and we can focus on all of it by saying that this is the issue here, here's an issue there. We can put the focus on multiple things, but media, people, like everything makes it seem like we can't. That's why we have to do a Black Lives Matter, because when we say all lives matter, yes, all lives matter, but we're focusing on the issues with black and brown lives and how they're treated on this X, Y, and Z. This is the whole thing, but I can still, be like, oh, hey, shout out, Beyonce put a new song, and say power to the people. I can do all of it at once. I have the mental capacity. I have to. Come on now. We have to. So now Olivia is talking to Melly, and Melly feels like, you know what? She wants to save this man, that he's a good man, that for once she wants to be on the right side of things. For once she wants to make the call. For once she doesn't want Olivia to go and just tell her what to do because she knows she's doing the right thing. And it hurts her that Olivia just feels like it's okay to throw away this man's opportunity, not to protect this man, protect this man, have to send him back, have to do all this stuff, because of war. Like, yes, at some point it's probably going to happen anyway, so at least put him in power, someone that we can actually trust, someone we can actually work with. I mean, his enemy was willing to work with him, and now you want this negative regime? So I said, all right, ladies, let's focus on the goal. So that's what they did. That's a show that they don't need men around, because they were able to do that themselves. Olivia said, I'm going to go think about what you just said. Fitz comes over, and Fitz is over it because he was like, yo, you need to focus on what really matters. I know you have a war, whatever going on, but I need you to put focus on the Save Our Daughters things, because you can do that too. I mean, you run the White House. Melly does whatever you say, and it kind of irks me that you're acting like that's not the case. You always collect the bag. You got the bag. Marcus set me straight as far as, letting me know that you really ran things. Come on, baby. I said, oh, God. Nice that we know they're kissing. They're rubbing neck and they're kissing. They're feeling they're hugging. They're doing all of that. All of that. And we assume that they have sex. Next day, after a cleared mind, after a not so much sexually frustrated Olivia, she comes in. Melly again does the speech on how she's going to do it. She's like, she likes him. She likes the president of Bashran. And I'm thinking, wow, y'all even sleep together. You're doing all of this, going to war over some that you even haven't even test drive. That'd be like me going over war over some. And again, I know some people are thinking, well, Olivia, Fitz went to war for you. Olivia didn't want that. We know Olivia wouldn't go to war for Fitz. She would think about it. She wouldn't go to war. She would go and get him out, but she wouldn't go to war. Because so Olivia presented Melly with two. After Melly kept talking, Olivia still presented her with two scenarios. One involved plans to help reinstate President Rashad as the rightful leader of his country. And so the second one was for the Save Our Daughters. I said, oh my gosh. Because remember, their goal was to actually make sure that there's coverage and they need to find this girl. So they're using resources to do so. I don't know this whole thing about B613, because B613 really should have caught that. They really should have caught that whole uprising. But anyway, I'm not going to say Jake is, or I'm not doing that, but so Olivia made sure to let Melly know though that I have your back. I have your back. Don't ever say that you're alone because we're in this together. You are the one that has to tell everyone about the hard calls. I'm the one that has to tell you what calls to make. We are in this together. I don't ever want you to think that you don't have any control because you do. You do. Obviously, you're the president. You really could do whatever you want within reason. She didn't say all that, but so they go and they're on the same time side. Quinn goes to meet the mother of the missing girl, who's not missing anymore. They found her. They found her, so that's great. Cyrus went and he paid Mr. F so that he could technically accept the gift. Now, he did tell him that, maybe we could play video games and I could teach you about politics, and Mr. F liked that a lot. So Olivia came back and told Quinn Associates that you're funded. You're officially funded. Congratulations. You're going to have a whole organization focused on finding these girls. And even Fitz was there. That was all nice and good, but Jake called. Jake called and let Olivia know, guess what? Guess why Fitz is really there? And guess who left? So Papa Pope comes into his office and his dinosaur is gone. His beloved dinosaur is gone. If you actually look at it, it almost looks like everything is cleaned out except for just a desk. Olivia's there. She has this stool. She kicks it toward him and says, sit. Sit. But I don't know what Olivia's going to do because it looks like Fitz, I'm thinking Fitz, even if you're technically probably doing the right thing, I'm still on Olivia's side, so I'm kind of irked that you went been a little snitch ass. Anyway, because it looks like he goes to Melly and exposes the truth about B613 still being around, and I'm thinking, okay, Fitz, you're going to have to go. You're going to have to go, because no one's interrupting what Olivia's doing, and if anyone is, it's not going to be you. Trust. Trust! That's it. Please like, comment, subscribe.